Hello and welcome. In this video, we will discuss PYQs of set theory and Venn diagram. Our theme is two set Venn diagram. We have already solved two problems. Let's try to solve some more problems. Now, this is the next case. It says 19 boys turn out for playing hockey. So, total number of boys are how many? 9. So, the rectangle, the value of rectangle will be what? 19. Of these, 11 are wearing hockey shirt. So, out of these 19 people, there is a set of 11 people and these are wearing hockey shirts. So, out of 19, this circle will represent the count of those who are wearing hockey shirt and the total count is 11. 14 are wearing hockey pants. So, out of 19, 14 are wearing hockey pants also. So, HB stands for hockey pants. There are no boys without shirt or pant. So, outside these two circles, the value of none reason for this particular question is 0. Why? There are no boys without shirt or pant. So, outside these two circles, the value of remaining reason is 0. What is the number of boys wearing full uniform? Full uniform meaningly hockey shirt and hockey pant both together. Okay, so the intersection, this intersection will represent the count of those boys who have wear the full uniform or wearing full uniform. So X, let's say X number of people are wearing full uniform. Out of 11, X are wearing full uniform. So 11 minus X. These students are or these boys are wearing only hockey shirt. Out of 14, X are wearing pants also, X are wearing shirt also. So 14 minus X will represent the count of those boys who are wearing only hockey pant. Now, number of students who are wearing only hockey shirt plus number of students who are wearing both hockey shirt and pant plus number of students who are wearing only hockey pants plus none, which is 0 here. So these are the 4 reasons and sum of these 4 reasons must be equal to 19. Now let's solve this. So this x got cancelled out. 11 plus 14 is 25. So 25 minus x is 19. And if we solve this further, x comes out to be equal to 6. So x is the count of those boys who are wearing both hockey shirt and hockey pant, which means X is the count of those boys who are wearing full uniform. Hence, answer of this question is option C. Kindly make a note of it. Let's solve the next problem. In an examination, 80% of the student passed in English. When we represent something in percentage, then the completeness should be represented with 100%. In case of percentage, the completeness is represented, the totality is represented with the help of 100%. So, in this question, the value of complete rectangle, meaningly the value of completeness, gonna be what? 100%. Now, 80% of the student passed in English. Out of 100%, if 80% are passed in English, if 80% passed in English, which means 20% are failed in English, because 100 minus 80 is what? 20. So out of 100%, 20% student failed in English. Now, why I converted this 80% into 20%? The reason is We are looking for what percentage of the student who failed in only one subject. We are looking for those students who failed only in one subject. So that is why I have drawn this set with this set for failed student only. Okay. Now 70% student passed in Hindi. So 100 minus 70, which means 30% student failed in Hindi. So out of 100%, 30% student are failed in Hindi. 15% student failed in both the subject. 20 failed in English, 30 failed in Hindi, 15 failed in both. So value of this intersectional is 15%. Now the value of this intersection is 15%. So value of student, count of student who failed only in English will be, count of student who failed only in English could be 20% minus 15%, which is 5%. And number of students who failed only in Hindi is 30% minus 15%, which is 15%. And apart from these two circles, let's say the apart from these two circles, we are looking for now this value of remaining reason is not required here. Why? Because question is, what is the percentage of student who failed only in one subject? So 5% failed only in English and 15% failed only in Hindi. So 5% plus 15%. So 20% people failed only in one subject. Hence, answer of this question is option B. Kindly make a note of it. Guys, make a note of it. Let's move on. Next question says, in a group of 15 people. So value of total is 15. So value of rectangle for this particular circle will be what? 15. Out of 15, 7 can read French. So let's say this circle represent count of those people who can read French, and the value of this circle is 7. 8 can read English. Let's say this another circle represent those count of those readers who can read English, and the value of this circle of English is 8. Now next, while 3 of them can read neither of these two language. So outside these two circles, the value of none reason is what? 3 here. While 3 of them can read neither of these two language. Number of people who can read exactly one language. Okay. Now let's say number of people who can read both of these languages is X. Value of intersection is X, meaningly number of people who can read both French and English is X. So 7 minus X, these many people can read French only. X minus 8, these many people can read English only. Now number of people who can read French only plus number of people who can read both plus number of people who can read English only plus number of people who can read none. So we have divided this entire rectangle into 4 regions. So sum of values of these 4 regions must equal to 15. So x got cancelled out. It comes out to be equal to 7 plus 3 is 10. It comes out to be equal to x minus 2 is equals to 15. I'm really sorry. 7 and 3, 10 minus 8. Yes, this should not be x minus 8. This should be 8 minus x. I'm really sorry. This should be, guys, kindly correct it. This should be 8 minus x. Because the value of entire circle of English is 8. And out of 8, x student can read French also. That is why 8 minus x it should be. Now x get cancelled out. 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 plus 5 is, sorry, 15 plus 3 is 18. So 18 minus x is equals to 15, and if you solve this further, value of x is 3 also. Now we are looking for number of people who can read exactly one language. So 7 minus x, the student, 7 minus x meaningly 7 minus 3, that is 4. 4 student can read only French. 4 student can read only French. And 8 minus x, which is 8 minus 3, which is 5. 5 student can read only English. So only French plus only English. 4 plus 5 is what? 9. So total number of people who can read exactly one language is 9. Kindly make a note of it. Exactly one language over here is what? 9. Let's move forward now. Okay, this is next question. There are 50 students admitted to a nursery school. So question is saying total count is 50. So value of rectangle in this circle will be what? 50. Okay, now some student can speak only English, some can speak only Hindi. 10 student can speak both English and Hindi. Okay, so there are some student who can speak Hindi. There are some student who can speak English. Okay, 10 student can speak both English and Hindi. Both English and Hindi meaningly the value of this intersection of circle. The value of this intersection of circle is 10. And number of student who can speak English. It is English here, not only English. It is English here. So the value of complete circle of English is 21. Value of complete circle of English is 21. Out of 21, 10 can speak Hindi also. So 21 minus 10. 11 people can speak English only. Okay. Then how many students can speak Hindi, how many can speak only Hindi, and how many can speak only English? Okay. Now, we do not know how many people can speak only Hindi. So let's say number of people who can speak only Hindi is X. So total people who can speak Hindi is 10 plus X now. Total people who can speak Hindi is 10 plus X now. Okay. Now, apart from it, I can see my every option is an integer. And examiner hasn't talked about the remaining reason of this particular rectangle, or we do not know will there be any kind of student or any people who cannot speak Hindi as well as English. It is not given to us. All options are in integer. So definitely the value of none reason in this particular case should be 0. Okay, now let's solve this. So X people can speak only Hindi, 10 can speak both of the language, 11 can speak only English, plus none reason in this case is 0. So sum of the values of these 4 reasons must be equal to 50 here. Now if we solve this, so X plus 10 plus 11 is 20. 1 equal to 50. So value of X is what? 29. So I can say 29, or that is X. 29 student can speak only Hindi. 29 student can speak only. So what was my question? How many student can speak Hindi? How many student can speak Hindi? So total student who can speak Hindi is 10 plus X, which is 10 plus 29, which is 19. Sorry, which is 39. So 39 people can speak Hindi. So I can see option D is the right choice, because the first value over here tells us about total count of student who can speak Hindi. So 39 student can speak Hindi. How many can speak only Hindi? Only Hindi is 29. Only Hindi is 29. And how many can speak only English? Only English is 11. Only English is 11. Hence, option D is the right choice here. Kindly make a note of it. Kindly make a note of it. I hope, guys, this is clear to everybody. This is all from us for this video. Thank you so much.